Hello. We cannot afford another Conservative Rochford District Council administration. They've wasted over £1.6 million of our money looking into ways they can sell off our public places and facilities to their property developer mates, and they plan to waste £4.2 million more of our money doing exactly the same. And what will we get out of it? Well, we'll get over £6 million of our money wasted, we'll get less public places, less public facilities, and yet more and more blocks of flats. We have Conservative Rochford District councillors doing dodgy property development deals. By dodgy, I mean all the financial risk is placed on you, the taxpayer. And as well as them doing these dodgy deals behind closed doors, they're lying to us about them, as we saw with the Mill Hall. They told us constantly over 2 years that the Mill Hall's development was not a done deal, yet the Conservative Rochford District councillors had to pay £622,000 of our money to the property development company to take the Mill Hall out of that deal, which they had already done. So we were lied to, as we've seen with the recent planning debacle over the installation of solar panels on the Rayleigh Conservative Club roof. An installation which was, of course, handed to, yes, you guessed it, a fellow Conservative councillor's company. So we have Conservative councillors pushing through planning decisions that financially benefit fellow Conservative councillors. How many other planning decisions have been pushed through by Conservative councillors that have financially benefited fellow Conservative councillors? I think we have a right to know, don't you? As for the Mill Hall, yes, the Mill Hall is open, but the cafe is still closed, the bars are still closed, and the financial viability of the Mill Hall and the Mill Hall's potential is being ruined by the Conservative Rochford District councillors who have moved the council facilities from the Civic Suite into the Mill Hall. And they are inviting other companies to come and base themselves at the Mill Hall as if it's a council building. It's not. It's our community arts and events venue. Now, they're doing this for no other good reason. Well, it's not a good reason, or they see it as a good reason. They're doing this for only one reason, and that's because they plan to sell off our Civic Suite to their property developer mates to turn into yet more blocks of flats. So, under a Conservative administration, we have millions of pounds wasted. We have council tax hikes, of course. Less public places, less public facilities, more blocks of flats, lies, sleaze, and the continued ruination of Rayleigh and the surrounding area. Now, enough is enough. We need a change, we need a positive change, and we can make that change. We need to vote on May the 4th, this Thursday, in the local elections. You need to vote and vote wisely and vote tactically. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, let's say, obviously you vote for who you want to vote for, but you have to be aware. If you vote Labour, a Labour councillor will never get in Rayleigh. Okay, I'm just talking about Rayleigh here, possibly surrounding areas, but obviously you can look into where you should vote tactically. There's a website for that. I'll put that underneath this video. But if you vote for Labour in Rayleigh, a Labour council won't get in around here, so you'll just be splitting the opposition vote, which will enable a Conservative councillor to get into Rochford District Council. So by tactically, I would recommend you vote either Lib Dem, Green or Independent. But whatever you do, please vote on the May the 4th elections. And remember, you need photo ID to vote. If you have a valid photo ID, you can check which ones are valid to take with you for the vote. I'll put a link to the valid ones underneath here. But if you have a valid ID, a photo ID, but it's expired, the date has expired, you can still use it as long as you still look like you do in the photograph. So please vote on May the 4th. Let's vote for change. Let's vote tactically and wisely, and let's vote to continue to save the Mill Hall and save Rayleigh and the surrounding areas. Thanks for watching. Cheers.